Well, you know what we do, y'all. You know it's that time again. It's that time again, y'all. Brother Steve is live right here. We're not doing live at 5 today. We're doing live at 6. That's right, live at 6 due to the weather in California. We had to come on live at 6 today due to the weather. We're waiting for our YouTube family. Boom, our YouTube family just joined us. So we had, due to the weather, we had to go on live at 6 today. Amen, amen, amen. But we're here. Now, people say, now, Brother Steve, what's up with the weather? It's about 85 degrees outside. I ain't going to lie. I was out there running around trying to get back to the studio in time. So, y'all, we want y'all to come on in. We got a lot of great things to talk about. We're going to make people excited that they are here on our site. Now, let me just say this. A lot of people are saying, well, what software do you use to do this program right now? And the software is called mystreamyard.com. I'm giving the information away. How do you do it? What do you do? mystreamyard.com. If you right now watching our program, share this video with your church. We want as many pastors that can come on as well. People are already commenting. Okay, hey, Carmen, how you doing? There's Carmen Davis out there watching our broadcast right now. So if you know a pastor right now that needs this information, bring them in the room, bring them on there. I'm going to open the floor for comments and all those wonderful things as well as we get you on our broadcast as well. Just want to say this to you real quick. You know, the entertainment industry has opened the door for a lot of African Americans. A lot of African Americans want to get work in the entertainment industry, and they're looking for voiceover artists. So if you know somebody who wants to do voiceovers in Hollywood, there's the information right there. Freevoiceoverwebinar.com. Freevoiceoverwebinar.com. Go there, check it out. If you want to use the software that I use, it's called mystreamyard.com. Go to mystreamyard.com and get connected, okay? And as we always say, we've got tons of classes and resources on brosteveuniversity.com. Want to make sure that you are connected to what we're doing and what's happening here. Well, is your church prepared? Is your church prepared? Is your church prepared? Is your church prepared to go back? Re-entry rules. What's going on? What's happening? How to protect yourself legally to make sure you're doing the right thing and make sure you're connected. Brother Steve, we got the one and only Dr. Amos Smith, Esquire, our broadcast host today. He's our guest on our show. He's our guest today. Stay tuned. Brother Steve live from Hollywood, California.
From Hollywood.
Yo, DJ, are you done mixing yet?
Your DJ has only just begun.
Hello, I'm Bishop T.D. Jakes, and you're watching Brother Steve TV.
Hey, it's LaToya Luckett, and you're watching Brother Steve TV.
This is Rance Allen, and you're watching my friend, Brother Steve TV.
Hey, y'all, this is Leandra Johnson, and you're watching Brother Steve TV.
Hi, this is Rodney Darkchild Jerky. This is Chris Tucker. This is Kurt Franklin. And you are watching Brother Steve. And you watch Brother Steve. Brother Steve TV. Stay tuned.
From Hollywood, California, you're watching Brother Steve TV.
Hands up! LA! Scream!
Woo! Brother Steve live here. We are live at 6 o'clock today. We're going to go right into it. A lot of the churches are preparing to go back into church. They're preparing to go back into church, but we want to make sure that you know all the information, how to protect yourself, how to make sure you're covered, to do everything legally. There is a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful big virtual workshop coming up. It's taking place this week and I think the next week too as well. But we're going to bring on from the Church of God in Christ, my dear friend, Attorney Amos Smith. How you doing, Attorney Smith?
God bless you, Brother Steve. I'm doing fine. How are you doing today?
Man, I'm doing good. Everybody here, we still here and safe and doing well. And we want all our friends from Attorney Smith out there who watches him to say hi to him as well. And I'm sure you're sharing it to your page and all your friends are watching out there. So we are excited. We are excited. And, you know, let me say this, as people are watching our broadcast, people are already, oh my Lord, people are already commenting right now. We're so glad to see everybody coming. Oh, our Facebook friends in the Philippines out there watching our broadcast right now. And Sister May Gillis out there, she's sharing it with her friends and her family out there right now. People are just watching our program and they're coming on. We thank God for everybody who is coming on to our broadcast right now. This is going to be some good information for everybody watching our broadcast right now. I want to make sure everybody gets on. And let me say this before I go into our broadcast today. I'm very glad to announce that I was just cleared. I was just cleared to be able to bless about 4 people with a trip to Las Vegas. Las Vegas has opened up again. So we're going to give away 4 Las Vegas trips to Las Vegas. We're going to bless some people for those people who are a blessing to us. And so if you want to get one of those 4 trips, you want one of those trips, just say, that's me. Just type in the comments, that's me, that's me, that's me, that's me. And we're going to show you how you don't have, it's no contest. You ain't got to do no big contest to put your name in the hat. None of that. We're just going to bless you. We're going to show you how you get hooked up and going for it. Thank you so very much. Sister May out there is just sharing with her friends, getting people on. Dr. Smith, tell us about this wonderful, wonderful summit you have coming up real soon.
Brother Steve, thank you so much for allowing me to be with you on this evening. We are so excited about serving the people of God. We're doing our reentry seminars for churches and for pastors for them to re-enter after COVID-19. There will be life in church after COVID-19. And our concern is to make sure that churches re-enter knowing what they can and cannot do. And what we're going to do is provide a plan for you to re-enter, a written plan that you can get from us. We can discuss it during the presentation. In addition to that, we have a professional commercial cleaning consultant, been in the cleaning business for over 20 years, doing large churches and commercial buildings. He will take a video of your church and go through every touch point that needs to be cleaned and instruct you on how to clean it. You know, Brother Steve, I learned a long time ago that there's a difference between cleaning and disinfecting.
Okay.
Pine Sol, lemon fresh pine Sol smells good and it cleans, but it doesn't disinfect.
Wait a minute. Let me get this stuff out of our studio. Lemon fresh cleans, but don't disinfect.
Doesn't disinfect.
Wow.
And so it's not going to kill the COVID-19 virus. And you're going to have a strong disinfectant. For example, you know, growing up, we use bleach. You know, bleach cleans anything. So bleach disinfects. But also, if you're going to use bleach, you need to know how much bleach to use, because if you use too much, you know what it'll do. It'll fade your clothes, mess up your carpet, mess up your pews. But our consultant will work with these churches. Give us the video of your church inside and outside. He'll walk through it and give you a written report for a small fee, and you'll be comfortable. In addition to that, we're willing to work with your church to develop a written report, because every church, before you go back and re-enter, you have to ask yourself one question. It's one question. And imagine yourself being on the witness stand, and you're the star witness. It's one question that's going to make or break your case. It's your defense.
Come on with the question. I need that question now.
They're going to ask you, what did you do to prevent this?
Wow.
What did you do to prevent the spread at your church?
Wow. Now, you know, attorney, let me say this to you. You're one of the top attorneys in the country that I know about. Tell us about your career and where you're from so they understand. We got people that's watching us right now that don't know how powerful you are and what you've mastered. And we're going to let you know about this wonderful, wonderful program coming up. And it's taking place this Thursday night. Am I correct?
That's correct. That's correct.
This Thursday night. And we're going to get you all the information how you can join. But tell us about a little bit about what your practice focuses on at your firm.
Sure. I'm just a small country boy from St. Louis. Been practicing law for almost 30 years, mainly representing churches and not-for-profit organizations. We've helped them with transactional matters, ecclesiastical matters, lawsuits, sexual misconduct, you name it, personal injury. In addition to that, I've been blessed, Pastor I'm calling you pastor.
No.
I'm prophesying, okay?
Y'all know the internet jurisdiction. The internet jurisdiction. All right.
Okay. Hey, I've been blessed because I have 3 other brothers that are attorneys, and they're as competent as I am.
Okay.
They've been practicing law for over 25 years. So when you get me, you get really 4 attorneys at 100 years of practice. And we work together, discuss cases, and make sure we are able to defend the people of God.
What do you think is, as we're getting ready to go back in, some churches will be going back in the end of July, some going to try August, but a lot of people are slowly now. I've seen some churches that's already opened up. And now some people have got to take a step back. We moved too quick because people think because of the protests going on and the Black Lives Matter and this matter and that matter and your Sunday school matters that the virus has gone away. The virus ain't gone away. That's not what they're talking about right now. So what are some of the things, what can the church do wrong?
The main thing is this. When you re-enter, you have to do it in phases. Okay. I call it phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, and phase 4. Okay. Phase 1 is no risk. Basically, you're still doing mainly everything on the internet. Phase 2 is a little risk. You have a small group, maybe 25%. You're social distancing. You're probably not having the seniors and the ones with pre-existing conditions. But in addition to that, even before you get to phase 3 and phase 4, you should have done a survey of your members because you want to take your members through each phase you're going through. In the first phase, you want to do a survey to make sure that they're okay with the internet. Then phase 2 is coming up where we're going to operate at 25%. And are they comfortable with that? I had one church to do a survey of their members, and the survey came back less than 10% of the members were ready to go back.
Wow. So you mean a pastor should take a survey?
Of course.
Ask his members who's really ready to come back.
Sure.
And that way you get those results. That's, I've not heard that before.
You need to ask who's ready to come back. And not only that, but ask them what are their concerns, what are their fears, so you can address those things in your reentry plan. And your reentry plan should cover at least 30 points that we're going to talk about on Thursday. There are 30 points that should be in your reentry plan. The first thing is in your plan is, hey, are we following the guidelines as provided by the federal and state and local government? Are we following the guidelines by the CDC and the EPA? Are we social distancing? Are we going to require masks? Are we going to require people to do a questionnaire before they come inside? So you have to go through all these steps and educate your people, let them know that you're looking out for your best interest. Because if you serve on the church board of directors, you have a duty of care to protect the members. You have to exercise what's called reasonable care to protect your members. You can't just blindly open up because the governor has said open up without planning ahead of time. Otherwise, you can have a failure.
Wow. So a lot of people are just kind of moving too quick because they're just not prepared to do what they should do and handle the thing that they need to handle.
Correct. We had a church in Georgia to open up, and they had to shut down in 2 weeks because they had a spread.
Wait, hold on. A church in Georgia, you got the call.
I didn't get the call. I read about it on the news.
A church in Georgia opened up too quick because a spread broke out.
Right. It was church of a different persuasion, but yes.
Wow. What do you think that... You think we're going to see any choirs anytime soon?
That is an excellent question. I read a study the other day. There's talk about social distancing, and with choir, they were saying do 6 feet. But in this study, it was saying that you might want to consider doing 10 feet because the droplets that comes out of your mouth when you're singing, they can stay in the air for a period of time and travel possibly up to 10 feet. So therefore, as far as the choir, if you can't have you have to have them social distancing with their own individual mics, and you may want to even consider putting like a clear divider in front of them so those droplets won't travel throughout the sanctuary. But there will be a choir, but you have to kind of reinvent how you do things. And I've seen a lot of people do these choirs on Zoom, but ultimately there will be a choir at the church, but maybe not at full capacity. You may start with a choir of maybe 15 to 25% of your members, and then move on as you go through each phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, and phase 4.
Let's talk about insurance policies. I know you're going to talk about that on the virtual summit. Let's talk about insurance policy.
Sure. That is so critical. On Thursday, we're going to tell every pastor, every church, you want to go through your insurance policy and make sure, and see what kind of coverages you have. Because even if you're innocent and if you exercise reasonable care, if you're sued, it is very expensive to defend yourself. There's a law firm out of Chicago, and right now what they're doing is that they are interviewing loved ones that have lost family members at nursing homes, and they are preparing to file a class action lawsuit against a lot of nursing homes, and that could bankrupt the nursing home industry. So as a church, many churches have not been sued because we have not re-entered yet, and we're still planning. But we want to make sure that you check your insurance policy, check your coverages to see if you have any kind of defense policy, check your coverage for business interruption. A lot of churches have lost revenues for tithe and offering, and you may have that kind of coverage in your policy. You want to check your policy for board of directors insurance coverage.
Hold on. Board of directors insurance coverage?
Yes.
Why is that possible? Why is that necessary?
Because most churches are not-for-profit organizations, and they usually have a board of directors or a board of trustees.
So why do they need to have insurance?
Because it's their job to exercise what's called reasonable care to protect the members and the invitees. And if they have not exercised reasonable care to protect those members and invitees that are coming back, the board can be sued in their capacity as board members. So a lot of churches will have insurance to protect and indemnify board members.
So board members can be sued and the church can be sued.
Yes, indeed. Yes, you're exactly right.
So you're saying churches should now go over their insurance policies to make sure that that's included. And what if it's not in your insurance policy?
If it's not in your policy, you might want to reach out to your agent, because it's going to be kind of hard to get those coverages right now, because insurance companies are in business to make money. Okay. And they're not going to issue a policy right now where that the risk is what it is right now due to COVID-19. So if you're fortunate to have a company to do it, I would do that ASAP.
We're going to get ready to open the floor for some questions right now to let people know. Sister May Geddes says, absolutely. I wonder how many churches actually have insurance. That is a good question there.
Yes.
What do you say about that, Attorney Smith?
That would be a guesstimate. I would guess the churches that I work with probably no more than 20 to 25% may have insurance. It's a very small number.
So now, as we watch, and we're going to give you the information in just a few moments about this wonderful, wonderful seminar that's coming up on Thursday. Now, I understand it's going to be 2 different weeks as well.
Yes. I'm glad you asked that, Brother Steve. We're going to have one on this Thursday, June 18th, 6 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Central, and 6:30 Eastern, 5:30 Central, and 3:30 Pacific time. And then next Thursday, the 25th of June, the same time, 6:30 Eastern time, 5:30 Central, and 3:30 p.m. Pacific time.
Wow. Now, here's the question people want to know, and they're asking. This is a huge virtual summit. How much is the cost?
Well, believe it or not, Brother Steve, it's free. It is free with one condition.
Yes.
you must pre-register. You must email me at amossmith@sbcglobal.net. amossmith@sbcglobal.net. You must provide me your name, your phone number, and of course your email address will be in the email. But I need those three things: your name, your phone number, and of course your email address, and send that to amossmith@sbcglobal.net. And it's going to be a Zoom conference. So we're going to limit the enrollment to 100 people this Thursday and 100 people on next Thursday, the 25th.
Wow. So now when the people come to the conference, tell us, now, you're not just there by yourself. Am I correct?
No, I'm not.
Who are some of the people that's going to be some of the speakers at the conference?
Sure. I'm going to be the main presenter. In addition to that, I'm going to have this consultant with me, this commercial cleaning consultant, and he's going to share with the churches what they should be doing as far as cleaning and disinfecting their church. He's going to share 20 years of commercial cleaning, and he knows everything required by the CDC and the EPA as far as cleaning, the products, the touch points to clean, how often things should be cleaned, even the color code when it comes to cleaning certain areas. So he's going to address all
color code.
Yes, color code.
What do you mean a color code? The rag is white. It's a white towel. You mean no color code? What, Black Lives Matter?
Well, you have color code based upon certain areas you're cleaning in the church. You have a different color code for the bathroom, a different color code for the sanctuary, and you want to make sure that things don't get cross-contaminated, and that if you're using rags in the bathroom, that they're not used anywhere else in the church. So, he's going to address all of that, and that's very important as it comes to COVID-19, because you want to make sure that once you're done cleaning, you have your gloves on, your personal protection, and then once you're done cleaning, you need to discard those things in the trash. And he's going to go through all of that briefly on Thursday.
Wow. So that means the email is right there. People can RSVP right now. They get on that list to make sure they're able to get into that, only to the first 100 people. That's it. That's all, to be able to be a part of this wonderful, wonderful summit. Tell us real quick, attorney, because I know you have a crazy schedule, and sometimes getting you on the phone can be a challenge, but you always call back and you always answer the phone when you're able to do it. That, what are some of the things that we have a question right now from Sister Dia. I wonder, will churches make people sign waivers starting the members cannot sue their church or event if they get COVID? And that's a very good comment. Okay.
Brother Steve, that is an excellent question. And matter of fact, that is addressed on Thursday. But I'll tell you this. Our president, your president, is having a rally on next Saturday in Oklahoma. And he's requiring all the participants to sign what? A waiver. So, you probably can create that. It may cause some political issues with your church and your members, but we will discuss the pros and cons of doing waivers. In addition to that, you may have some churches that want to put a sign in saying,
they can have a sign posted, like a disclaimer sign.
Assumption of the risk, right, exactly.
Wow. So that means if I can have pastors post that legal disclaimer, and from doing television for many years, we have to take a photo of that disclaimer with the time and date stamp. That way it is posted for people to see. You think that would be another good idea as well?
That would add to your defense. You making the argument that people are attending the church at their own free will. You're not twisting their arms, and they are assuming the risk. So that would be a defense you will make in your case if you're sued.
What about churches that right now that says we trust God, we believe God is bigger than all this, and blah, 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 and then somebody is, I'll let you finish the story.
well, Brother Steve, I'm a man of faith, and I believe that God can do anything. God can heal us. God can protect us from COVID-19. But however, we have to use common sense also. And we have to comply with the government requirements as to reopening. We have to apply CDC requirements. We have to consider the legal issues as far as if you're a board of director member, you have a duty of reasonable care. You have to make sure that there are signs, make sure that there's social distancing. So of course you want to put those things in practice, in addition to believing that God can do anything but fail.
What type of equipment, and before we wrap up real quick, what type of equipment do you think we should have regarding to checking people's temperature? You think that can annoy people coming to church every time? Check your boop. I mean, you done got feeling it's hot outside and you coming in, your temperature. I mean, what do you think about that?
You know, I think that may be something that could be recommended if it's in your budget. If you can afford the equipment of getting the temperature where just a quick pointing to your forehead to take your temperature, you know, at least that's one of the steps in showing that you're trying to protect the people and you're exercising due care. Now, the catch with that is this: most folks can realize that the thermometer is not perfect.
Right.
I can have a fever, but if I'm driving to church in my car, I got the air conditioning blowing on my forehead, and I got a fever of 104, 105. But guess what? When they take my temperature, it's going to read my cold forehead, and it's not going to show the fever.
Wow. That's something to think about.
Yes, it is. So you want to put as many protections as possible to look out for the best interests of your members and your invitees and protect the people of God.
Do you think churches should start purchasing disposable masks for someone who comes to church without a mask on? I mean, how do you feel people sit in church with all masks on?
Well, you know, like I mentioned earlier, that we're going to have to take this through phases. Phase 1, phase 2. Phase 1 is no risk. Phase 2 is little risk. Phase 3 is moderate risk. And I would recommend from phases 1, 2, and 3, if they're coming to church, they wear a mask and a social distance. And it may be wise for the church to go on Amazon and to pre-stock and order masks for the people that may forget to bring one. But I would encourage people to wear a mask, and that is recommended by the CDC strongly.
Tell us again about what time the session is going to be, and we're going to put your email address up there on the screen so people can begin to RSVP to make sure that you can get connected with this wonderful virtual summit right now. And let me do this real quick before we get ready to go into our broadcast. I've got 4, as I said, I got 4 vacation getaways to Las Vegas. You get the certificate. You get a certificate. You got a whole year and a half to use it. If you want to be one of those, send me a comment right now saying, I'm in. Send me a comment right now, and we're going to let you know how you can get one of those vacation certificates. Go ahead, Elder Amos, give us your other closing comments this time before we end our broadcast we talk about this wonderful conference coming up.
Sure. Thank you, Brother Steve. Thank you for this opportunity. But those that want to join us, you need to pre-register. Email me at amosmith@sbcglobal.net. The Zoom presentation will be on Thursday, June the 18th, starting at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, 5:30 p.m. Central Time, and 3:30 Pacific Time on Thursday, June the 18th. And that class is for only 100 people, the first 100 registrants. And then the following Thursday, we're doing the same class. We're going to play it back. It's going to be live Thursday, June 25th, same time, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 p.m. Central, and 3:30 p.m. Pacific Time. You need to email me as soon as possible. The first 100 for this Thursday, June 18th, and the first 100 for Thursday, June 25th to AmosSmith@sbcglobal.net is free. All you have to do is pre-register and provide us your name, your address, and of course your email address. And we're looking forward to sharing with you on those 2 Thursdays.
That is so powerful. Thank you so very much, Attorney Smith, for those wonderful words and things that you said. Now let me do this before we get ready to close our broadcast. We've got about 2 minutes left. We're going to let Attorney Amos give us some closing comments. But everyone, thank you for those who have sown the seed to our ministry, because they help us help others. Your seed helps us help others. This is what we're going to do. A lot of times when you go to church or you go to events and programs, you sow a seed. You sowing a seed into the ministry to help the ministry. What we do a little bit different. When you sow a seed, most times we try to give you something back. You're not paying for nothing. We're just saying we appreciate you helping our ministry. Everybody, we thank those people at the bottom who have sown the seed, but everybody that says, I'm in. If you sow a seed of just $20 or $25 into our ministry to help us with our cash app that we can bless others, you're going to get a vacation getaway to Las Vegas for, I think, 4 days and 3 nights, okay? So if you sow a seed right now, the cash app is right there at the bottom of the screen. You can sow a seed into our ministry. Now, here's what you got to do. When you sow a seed, in the description, put your name and your email address, and you'll get your certificate in less than 24 hours. All right? That's what we're going to do. For those people who sow a seed into our ministry right now, just a gift of $20 or $25, you sow into fertile ground. We use our seeds to help people. We've been buying gas, helping people with groceries, helping people do various different things. We're trying to help people get their stuff for school when they go back. We're helping people get programs. We're helping people get things for their homes. And many of you know, if you see me here in Los Angeles, I go to Boston Market and I stand at the register. I stand at the register at Boston Market when I get off the air, and I stand there and I randomly pay for people's dinners. I just randomly pay for people's meals right there at Boston Market just to be a blessing to them. So those of you who help us, we are asking you to help us so we can help other people. And I thank you for those who have sown. Now, we've got people saying, I'm in, and they said, I'm in. Thank you very much, Mr. Smith. Great comment. And there's Sister Hines saying she's in. All right. For those of you who say I'm in, I've got 4 certificates available right now. We're going to bless somebody to go to Las Vegas, and you have a whole year and a half to use it, attorney. A whole year and a half to use it.
Wow.
Any comments you want to say right now to the people watching our broadcast? And right now, we've got 3 left. Thank you so very much. So if you sow a seed into our Cash App ministry, we thank you very much. You're helping us help us. Any closing comments you want to say about the summit or anything you want to talk about?
Sure. I just want to speak directly to the people of God. And I want everyone to realize that God is bigger than COVID-19. And we're going to get through this. We may have to be patient, but we're going to get through this. And on Thursday, we're going to talk about how to get through this. And we're going to walk you through each phase, phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, and phase 4 is back to being normal. But we're going to get through this, and we're going to bring as many people as we can with us and hopefully prevent as many deaths as possible. But thank you, Brother Steve, for this time. I appreciate you so much.
Wow. Thank you so very much. Thank you so much for coming on, and let the people know once again the dates and the times and how they can RSVP right now to be a part.
Sure, I'll be glad to. We're going to have the first Zoom presentation on this Thursday, June the 18th, starting at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5:30 p.m. Central Time, and 3:30 p.m. Pacific Time. If you want to be there with us on Thursday, you must email me at amossmith@sbcglobal.net, amossmith@sbcglobal.net. I need your name, your phone number, and of course, your email address. And then we're going to play it again. It's going to be live on Thursday again, June 25th. The same time, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 5:30 p.m. Central Time, and 3:30 p.m. Pacific Time. And again, you have to pre-register. And it's the first 100 for this Thursday, June the 18th. And for next Thursday, June 25th, I need your name, your phone number, and your email address. Send it to do it right now to amossmith@sbcglobal.net.
Wow, thanks. And guess what? We're going to ask you to share this video on your page, create a watch party. And also, let me say this, for those of you who we gave away the trips to, we've got 2 left right now. We gave away the trips. We're going to honor these trips for the next 48 hours at the end of the broadcast. So we're going to honor these trips for the next 48 hours during the broadcast. We're going to honor these trips. So if you're watching this replay, we're going to honor our gift to bless other people as well. Dr. Smith, thanks so very much. Once again, tell us some of the speakers you're going to have for this coming conference, and you can give us a closing prayer as well.
Sure. I'll be speaking. And also, in addition to me, we'll have Mr. Bernard Hill. He's a licensed commercial cleaning consultant. He'll be speaking. And also, we'll probably have another attorney on the call with us. Closing prayer. Dear Lord Jesus, thank you right now for this great ministry of Brother Steve. Thank you for your precious blood you shed on Calvary. Thank you for everything that you to bless the people of God. Get us through COVID-19 and do it in your name. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Attorney Amos Smith, that's it. That's all. Thank you so very much. Stay with us, Attorney Smith. We'll be right back, everybody. You all from Hollywood, California, Brother Steve, don't forget, join them for the one fight. I'm going to try to join it as well to get on that wonderful virtual summit. And thank you all so much for joining us. Thank you, everyone who's sown into our Cash App ministry. We thank you. We thank you. We thank you. We thank you. We're about to bless some people. We're about to bless some people. Thank you all so very much. We appreciate y'all. We'll see you again next time. Brother Steve from Hollywood, California. Have a great day. Have a great week. And we'll talk to you real soon.
From Hollywood.
Yo, DJ, are you done mixing yet?
Your DJ has only just begun.
Hello, I'm Bishop T.D. Jakes, and you're watching Brother Steve TV.
Hey, it's Latoya Luckett, and you're watching Brother Steve TV.
This is Rance Allen, and you're watching my friend, Brother Steve TV.